In the ancient forest of Lunathiel, where moonlight never fades, lived Aelindra, a healer elf whose touch could mend any wound except her own loneliness. For 300 years she walked alone, believing her destiny was solitude. But fate had other plans. One twilight evening, while gathering starflowers by the eternal tree, she heard a melody so haunting it froze her heart. The music spoke of loss, of searching, of a soul incomplete. She followed the sound through silver mist. There stood Theron, a warrior marked by battle, his fingers dancing across harp strings made from phoenix feathers. His eyes, deep as forest shadows, met hers, and time itself seemed to pause. He had been cursed a century ago, doomed to forget every face he loved within 7 days. No elf maiden would risk loving someone who could not remember her name. He played his music as a warning, a wall between himself and the pain of connection. Yet Aelindra stepped closer, unafraid. Against all wisdom, they began meeting beneath the eternal tree each night. Aelindra knew the curse, knew the heartbreak awaiting her, but something in Theron's music called to her very soul. They shared stories of ancient battles and healing miracles, of dreams and fears. Theron carved her name into bark each evening, desperate to hold on to something when the curse would steal his memories. On the 6th night, he whispered words that would change everything. "I choose to fall in love with you again and again forever." The 7th dawn arrived with cruel certainty. Theron woke with empty eyes, staring at Aelindra as a stranger. The pain nearly shattered her, but she remembered his words. She approached slowly, speaking softly, telling him about the warrior who played phoenix string harps. Something flickered in his gaze, not memory, but recognition deeper than thought. His hands moved to his harp instinctively, and the same haunting melody filled the air. Perhaps love lived in places memory could not reach. She smiled through tears and began again. For months they repeated this dance of meeting and forgetting. Each 7 days the curse reset, and each time Aelindra rebuilt their connection. The forest elves whispered that she was foolish, loving someone who could never truly love her back. But they did not see what she saw, how Theron's relearning grew faster each time, how his soul seemed to recognize hers even when his mind did not. The eternal tree watched over them, its ancient branches humming with power older than the curse itself. One night, the elder sage arrived with a revelation. The curse could only be broken by a sacrifice of pure love, something precious given freely, with no guarantee of return. Aelindra's heart raced. She possessed one treasure, her healing gift, the very essence of her immortal soul. Without it, she would become mortal, aging as humans do. Theron, overhearing this, refused immediately. He would not let her sacrifice eternity for him. But Aelindra had already made her choice. "True love," she whispered, "is not about forever. It is about now." Before Theron could stop her, Aelindra placed both hands upon the eternal tree and spoke the ancient words of unbinding. Golden light erupted from her palms, flowing into the tree's roots and surging toward Theron. The curse fought back, dark tendrils of magic writhing around him, but her love burned brighter. The forest itself seemed to hold its breath. Theron screamed her name, truly remembering everything for the first time in a century, all their moments flooding back in one overwhelming wave. The curse shattered like glass. Theron caught Aelindra as she collapsed, her immortal glow fading to soft human warmth. Tears streamed down his face, joy and grief intertwined. She was mortal now, her centuries reduced to decades. The other elves gathered in stunned silence, witnessing a love that defied their eternal understanding. Theron held her close, whispering that he would choose mortality too, that they would face whatever time remained together. But the eternal tree had one more secret to reveal, its ancient bark beginning to glow with unprecedented brilliance. The elder sage gasped in wonder. The eternal tree, moved by such selfless love, offered a gift never given before, a choice. Aelindra could reclaim her immortality, or they could both become mortal and live one human lifetime together, burning bright and brief. Theron looked into her eyes, leaving the decision to her. The forest waited. Aelindra smiled, that same fearless smile from their first meeting. She chose mortality. Some elves wept, others celebrated, but all understood they had witnessed something extraordinary. Love that chose depth over length, intensity over eternity. Years passed in joyful blur. Theron and Aelindra built a cottage beside the eternal tree, living fully in each precious moment. They had children who carried both mortal fire and elven grace. When silver touched their hair and lines creased their faces, they felt no regret. On their final night, lying beneath the tree where they first met, they held hands as their hearts beat in perfect synchrony. The eternal tree glowed softly, preserving their story in its rings forever. True love, the forest learned, is measured not by time, but by choice, by sacrifice, by two souls saying yes again and again.